or boost everyone. The Kimi and the 1-1 that is so mobile, they don't have the spammable stop tools to kind of enable their team to kind of stop the backline threats of GEEK fam. So unless they engage on the Kimi or the 1-1, I don't see NAVI winning the fights at all.
Upper brackets are wide open to take. Will GEEK be able to secure that second slot alongside with RRQ? Or will NAVI be able to stop that from happening here in this last match of week number 8 at MPL ID Season 15? It's going to start here in game number 1 as we get into the Land of Dawn.
Let's see it. GEEK fam still fighting for upper brackets, tied in points with Bigatron Esports. They need every win, every game they can get because BTR are ahead of the aggregate points.
Let's see how the lanes go though. Everything is a 1-1, but more importantly, Gatot Kacha against the Hylos there. A lot of eyeballs on Feb being the newest addition, and so far he is getting chased by the horse. Not really the best of looks for the early game. Emblems here by Indigo. Bargain Hunter for a boy on the Kimi, so not really feeling a lot of pressure, a lot of threat. So if Washer Paul gets rolling on this Hanzo, this could be a problem for GEEK fam to try and deal with. But against a Badang, I myself, whenever I'm on a diving hero like the Hanzo against a Badang, it's never an easy time, especially with the damage output that GEEK fam have at their disposal.
Yeah, the range from a boy is going to be a problem even before we get to that point, right? Even in the early game, you can see the poke and the early game damage that the Kimi has. Big problem for X-Magic. Cars looks for something, doesn't find it, and the poke continues.
Yeah. The entire topside jungle was taken by Maykids. Washer Paul jumping on Beloyski. Don't think it'll be a kill. Just a little bit of poke. But Washer Paul will be the one forced back to his own jungle.
All right. Sort of a back and forth, but this Kimi is surprisingly a good pick against the Chushin in a sense that you can actually clear well, match the clear, and you can kite back. Because kiting back is the difficult part. The Yeep allows you to clear and also kite with the movement speed boost and the slows. The Kimi has an actual built-in, like, you know, knockback kind of, and you can keep just spraying people down as cars supposed to do something, but they wouldn't be able to do.
Clean take, escaping for the AOG as well. Beloyski caught all alone. Soul Snatch, first blood, 2 cars.
All right, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Beloyski goes down for the objective, but that's usually a trade that Beloyski is more than happy to do.
Unless NAVI tries to use that moment, this man advantage to try and do something, try and set up for an invade perhaps or a steal. Not really much to do here, and Beloyski immediately comes in to try and screen once again, pushing away the members of NAVI, exposing them for a little bit just to ensure that Maykids doesn't really have to be that concerned about some kind of invade, because that's where the Khalid's strong point is. The level 1, level 2, level 3s, you know, a lot of damage built into the kit, a lot of base damage that doesn't require a lot of items. But now that we're at level 4 and going, Cars is gonna slowly but surely lose this this prio when it comes down to the movement around the map.
Oh my god, Papulong, what is this? 200! What?
What? Look at yours, what is that?
It's rock and roll, man. Beloyski, Soul Snatch. Oh, Washer Paul takes the... It's the emote, man.
You can't just transition from play-by-play to reply to me like that, bro.
I did.
I got caught off guard.
I got kind of confused for a second. But yes. Wow, 200 for Pak Pulong. And he's been right so far today?
I think he'll be wrong today.
Oh, he was really wrong with the Evo's Onyx matchup. But look at this, Navi piling onto Kenziski. But if I recall correctly, Kenziski has shown great skill in being able to avoid deaths from dives like that. So Navi won't even attempt it so far. 14 seconds to go for the next turtle. And GEEK fam has still have all the control. And so far, they've just been sacrificing Beloyski.
Honestly, what does that emote mean?
It's the emote, man.
Yeah, what does that mean though?
It's like rock and roll, you know, just enjoy the moment.
Like,
okay.
It is what it is.
Shatter Wolf's record. That's what the emote means.
Okay.
A boy, traction pulse, Feb, able to escape. GEEK fam with the control over the neutral objective, but Maykids will actually decide against it. Over to the purple buff he goes.
Okay, the big thing is though, GEEK have no Purify. So if Cars looks for a moment, there is still potential that they can utilize that to their advantage. Globs actually opens up his ult here.
Into the back he goes to revitalize as well. Washapal already used a soul snatch, will be sent there. Good stun over, it will be Washapal with retribution, but a fist crack. Catches X Magic, a big fist as well. Crimson Beacon coming in, Cars running away. Good healing with the flicker out. Gob's unable to go for the stun, and it's Navi with a win.
All right, no trades on the board for GEEK.
Oh.
Wait, a boy doesn't get it. Does some damage, but in the end, no trade and kills. They are going to be able to put some pressure into the mid lane. Washipal, though, will be able to clear, and they don't get the turret either.
Yeah, GEEK can consolidate on that neutral objective. They're trying to go all in and get a winning fight there. If you notice how they were positioning, they weren't even threatening to try and take the turtle. So Navi were the ones focusing on the turtle. GEEK fam were trying to get kills. They're trying to get a fight. And Navi were able to kite back out of it, despite the fact that some of their members aren't exactly too mobile. So that's a commendable result there. GEEK fam definitely have to consider a bit more how they want to get Navi into these fights that GEEK fam themselves want.
I mean, they've been able to trade that tower in the bottom lane, right? So there is a little bit of a trade. These permanent structures are going to be gone forever, so they're slowly taking over the map. That's some damage in the top side on the turret as well. So that's something that they can still work with.
Looking at the items here for a little bit. The War Axe for Maked, so good sustain. It's going to be available to him. He can go for short trades and still heal back up from the jungle, from the lanes as well. Meanwhile, Thunderbelt's going to give Maloyski a bit more playmaking because he can kind of slow and stun. And that's a Windtalker second item for Kenziski, so he's just trying to get more mobility with that 1-1. And more wave clear potentially, more teamfight damage as well.
Jobs. We'll be able to get the stun, good immobilize as well. Washapal with the soul snatch, and then back to the original body. Pretty low, but has the regen. Turtle 3 spawning in the game.
Now the big question is, what do GEEK want to do? Because they're the ones first around this neutral objective. It looks like Washipal is a level behind of Maked's too, so they do have an advantage. Wait a second, that's Cars.
Ready Sandstorm, a dive on Kenziski. He's leaving across the whole will be able to find it, but there's no CC on Cars. It will be Kenziski. Damage soaked in completely and him taken down. Traded for a turtle, but it's Navi who will come out on top in that trade. Fraction Pulse over to Tool. X Magic able to escape. Beb, AOG.
All right. Again, a bit of a back and forth situation right here, but so far, not bad. GEEK fam though getting the turtle for the troubles and potentially trying to find something more here. Going straight for the purple buff. Navi make their move.
Washapal would dive in, Beloyski with a pin down. That's a lot of damage. Another stun over, Beloyski gonna be taken very low, still able to escape Maked's. Steals away the orange buff. And they get out.
All right. So GEEK fam trying to assert their dominance here in the mid game with a couple of items here, especially with the Thunderbelt for Beloyski, the glowing one for Aboy as well to stop the healing coming in from both Cars and Feb. Navi were trying to bully GEEK fam with the sustain. I mean, you saw them tank the crossbow of Tang and just shrug it off. So now with the items coming through here, I think we have to wait for a bit more for Kenziski to be a real threat. But as a team overall, they have enough damage now to really be a threat towards the Gatot and the Khalid in theory. But look at this pressure on the side lanes though. With Navi grouping up together, GEEK is getting a lot of value here just by pushing properly.
This has been what they've been doing, right? They didn't go for the first neutral objective, but they were able to trade to the tower in the bottom side of the map. And I think that's their plan. They're slowly building momentum here. They're slowly building control on these side lanes. Despite GEEK losing that tower in the top lane, Washipal needs to be careful. That's still some respectable damage being outputted by a boy. So as soon as Navi kind of tunnel vision onto Kenziski, granted they have been able to take him down once, they do still have that lurking threat looming in the hands of a boy because he's on the Kimmy.
Definitely still gonna perform as a carry. As Kenziski actually going for the Has Claw's third item. What do you think about this build, Mirko? Corrosion Scythe, Windtalker into Has Claws.
Honestly, as a 1-1 player, not a big fan of that build, but I understand why he went for it. Just wants to stay, and that's going to be a stun lock over to Cars. Wow. Good escape from Cars. Able to get away. X Magic going to be poked down. Doesn't get the Lantern Flare knock up. Maked's! So Sever! And the Queller gets the kill. Assassinated. Now it's a 4v5, and I don't think Navi want to contest.
Yeah, this should be a green light for GEEK to pick it up without any contests. No X Magic, and Washipal is 2 levels below right now, so Makeit's going to be able to secure it without the retribution as well. So it is a green light if they want to go for the invade, lest it happen. And GEEK are holding on to this 2,400 gold lead in 9 minutes.
That was rough, dude. X-Magic. This is a situation that was picked into the Kimi. And you saw what happened there. X-Magic was trying to get a lift, and he just took so much spray damage coming in from a boy. Look at the GEEK fam. Whoa!
In the back he goes. Paul sent back to the... Whoa, so severed! Wow! That's a tank! That's cars! He dealt that much damage!
It's a lot of damage, man. The frontliners of NAVI, again, are more utility-based. Feb is going to be a bit tankier, but Cars in particular, not a lot going for him. He also went for the... Oh, hang on a second. What's wrong?
Over, but we won't be able to get much. Only a soul snatch on Gobs, and you can see how low Paul is. Bad timing with the Lord marching down up top. We'll be able to get the charge down. Holy Defense will clear the wave and also give NAVI a chance to defend it, but all of the Holy Defenses have been procced in. Another wave up top. Going down! What the hell? Solo kill from out of nowhere! Makeits gets a turn on top of that. Up top. NAVI defend. What was off cam?
What happened?
I think Paul was just trying to clear, and out of nowhere, Makeits comes in, charges, stuns him, and just deletes him immediately. He is deceptively high damage right now with the Malefic Roar completed. He has 3 items, and Paul only on 2, so not even reaching his full potential power spike. But ooh, Veloisky.
Fraction pulse, double immobility. Raging Sandstorm into the back, good fist crack to cancel it. Paul coming back to life now, jumping to the back line, but oh, we'll only find a soul snatch on Gobs.
There's too much damage there whenever he goes in. Aside from the crowd control that he receives, it's also the damage. It's basically damage from 2 marksmen, so he doesn't survive long at all.
Oh.
Even if he goes full glass cannon, the same way we usually see Hanzos do without being unpunished, this time, right, with GEEK kiting away, with Paul running essentially towards the backline, he's gonna take damage from both the 1-1 and the Kimi. 2 heroes that can hit while moving technically. So he is just losing more and more presence in the game as time goes on.
We're seeing the emotes being utilized by GEEK fam there. That's a NAVI emote as well. Oh, Gobs.
NAVI's using it too. It's okay. It's okay. It's
okay.
a fair ground.
Okay. But you guys can actually get your hands on it as well. Check it out in the shop. You can utilize it in your games, like GEEK and NAVI are utilizing it here. Back into the game, still full control, full pressure coming out from GEEK. That's a Berserker Fury now, 4th item for Kinziski.
Huh. It's a crit build. It's for Kinziski.
It's a bit of a hybrid build because he has a corrosion sight as well. It's just a bit of utility, a bit of clear, and then sustain, and just more damage. It seems like it. And on the other side, though, Cars, he went for the Blade Mail as well. I guess going up against the Kimi and the 1-1, he figures he would live longer without taking less basic attack damage. But that's how Makeits is able to kind of just chunk him down immediately, because he has no protection against ability-based physical damage. So if Veloisky, Gobs, and Makeits jump on him, Cars is super vulnerable, to say the least.
Okay, by the way, I've seen this build before.
Okay.
It was a man who used this build too. I forgot which game, but I asked him instantly. I was like, why crit? And it's just like, oh, I tried it in scrims and he wants to play it in tournaments. He didn't give me like an answer, oh, it's better against tanks or anything. He just said he tried it. So I guess that's what Kinziski's doing too. He finds it more comfortable. Oh, traction pulse into a big fist. X-Magic would flicker out. Paul, Pinnacle Ninja into the back line, but it's only the frontliners taking the damage. Oh man, Sky Pierce to the crossbow tang. Ready, Kinziski pops it, Fab taken down by the crossbow tang. You can see the crits over 13 minutes. GEEK fam.